Alright, it is time to get some more work done. Finally, the weather's cooperating. It's actually been nice all week, but I've been busy. So here's the piece of Coosa board that's going to become the new transom. The piece of plywood here I'm going to cut that out. And I see I've got it outlined to match the transom. And I plan on using the plywood on the outside of the boat to help brace against, to spread, even out the clamping pressures. This little piece was what I had traced out of my existing keyhole in the transom. And I don't know, can you see? It's not really uniform or symmetrical. So I tried to transfer that. I was thinking I would cut that out so I could pull bolts and such to create a bracket, some kind of clamping device. So I've got a few pieces of all thread in the wings. And so tonight I was just tracing out, making a little template. I'm going to cut this out tomorrow. I'm not going to do it tonight and wake all the neighbors and the kids and cause mad chaos. But I was thinking of basically sanding this edge off, the sharp edge from when I cut this out, all the way around. I'm going to do it on both sides, obviously. And the theory is no sharp edges, hopefully. Like even the corner, is the inside of the boat's kind of beveled and radiused with the fiberglass layup. So I've already trial fitted this a couple times. It is not light. I mean, Coosa board is supposed to be 30 to 40% lighter than the equivalent in marine grade plywood. That's still a heavy slab of material, let me tell you. Not easy to move around. And thinking of fabricating some kind of handles or handholds, something that's not going to interfere with my clamping solution. Where the swim platform bolts onto the outside, I'll have a couple of bolts, or I'll have a couple bolts down here, I think, and then I'll have a couple more here and a couple more here, and then the same over on this side. So the idea is once I get this thing situated inside the boat, I'll start my clamping down there where the outdrive is going to go, so I can get that board flat and help secure a good tight seal with the outdrive, because it's just that little, it's just this little O-ring that flattens out into nothing. So when I put a straight edge on this, it feels like it's pretty flat. So the idea is going to be get it as perfectly flat as possible where the outdrive is going to go, and bolt on the outside of the boat. Make that as leak free as possible. The rest of this, I'm not going to sweat it. I was kind of concerned with, there's a slight bow, and I promise I will get my swim platform out and set it on edge and show you. We'll take measurements on my boat anyway. I've been sweating that for months, trying to figure out, should I lay up some fiberglass inside to build it out so that it creates that bow when I put this in, because this is perfectly flat. And ultimately I've now decided I'm just going to put this in. I'm going to bolt it in and clamp it down and make it all flat. I may not even put the swim platform on. We'll see. I mean, it's more of a beauty item than a functional item. I mean, wait till you see it again. It's literally a foot. It's 2 feet of it's 21 foot boat. So there's 3 foot of platform. So there's about almost 2 feet of actual deck, standing deck on the swim platform, and the rest of it's kind of beveled and creates like a little backrest if you want to just sit there with your feet dangling off in the water. And if you're scuba diving or something, you've got flippers on, you kind of need some real estate under your feet. So I may do something different. But in the meantime, get this thing put together, and as soon as I can get the transom in, I think I'll be off to the races with getting all the rest of my not brackets, the stringers and bulkheads. And so what I was putting this up here for, I don't know if I can't see it in my viewfinder, but I have a little line here that I've drawn, and this would be where the exhaust will go through. This is where the shaft goes through. This up here will have to be honed out to make the steering arm, give the steering arm room to move back and forth. And I'm not even going to try and mess with that until I get it up there and bolted or drill holes from the outside of the transom and figure out exactly where that's going to go. I'm seriously thinking of not even cutting that out for my clamping solution. I think I'm just going to cut just enough in here, just enough to get an opening so I can run some 2x4s and make some brackets to clamp. So yeah, that's it. Of course, we had beautiful weather all week. The weather thing on my phone said rain every day. So I took the mower apart and rebuilt the mower, which is good. At least got that back up and going. And that's about it. Sorry for not getting back up on this thing sooner, folks. If you guys are doing your projects, would love to see them. Anybody got any questions or critique on what I'm doing, feel free. I'm not a professional at this. I'm winging it. Totally flying by the seat of my pants. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I know Waterman up in Canada is using NIDA. I think it's called NIDA board. I can't remember, dude. What did you say it was? But infinitely looks 10 times lighter than this stuff. This is the other stuff that will end up being the ultimately I'm going to make that into the bulkheads and stringers. So these are 1-inch planks, and there's the rest of the transom that was cut out. I mean, it's not completely a full sheet of 4x8 sheet, but it takes up a good chunk of real estate of a 4x8 sheet. It is not light. I'm curious now. I think I'm going to chuck this thing, go grab the scale out of the house and grab a hold of this thing and see how much it weighs. It's not light. It's very awkward to put in the boat. I should have, hindsight, I should have doubled it up and just used 2 of these. And I could have put 1 in at a time. Would have been a lot easier. So anybody else doing this, you want to use Coosa, just get 2 of these to make your transom out of. Double it up. Can't hurt. You'll have a good bond between them. They're bored flat. I mean, anyways. All right. I'll probably just splice this into whatever I do later on. So signing out. Talk to you guys later.